pixel art with Maker's Empire. Most of the time when you do pixel art with me, you'll be using a printed out picture, but I have a digital picture, which you can find pictures on the internet that you're going to use. You just need something to follow. So pixel art involves using squares to create your picture. So when we do that, we go to the Create tab. We're going to need Blocker. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is rotate your workspace so that you have a nice flat space, because pixel art will be more two-dimensional. Even though we are building it with a block, it will be flat. And you want to always make sure you have enough space. We can enlarge our workspace if we run out of room, but you want to look at your picture and make sure you have enough room. So I know I'm going to want to put this up in the middle, and I'm going to want to start up pretty high. If I start here, I'm going to run out of room. So usually with your pixel art, you want to start with your outline, and you can see there are various things we might outline. But I'm going to start with just the general outline first. And I am going to use black for that. And you want to be using one block at a time, but you can drag. So let's say I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sometimes we can count exactly, sometimes we have to guess. So I'm going to start with a straight row of 7, about in the middle. I'm going to go about here. Excuse me. So you can see I can click each one individually. And then you just want to follow your outline. So I can see I go down 2, and then down 1, and then down 1. Then we go down 3, nope, 2. So I'm right over here in my picture. Here, where I'm going to put 4 in a row, I'm going to drag. So if I hold down and drag, it fills in also. So the secret is to go slow and look at each one, how they connect, and how many you're putting. Now, the first time you do this, it might feel a little slow, especially if you're trying to compare it to drawing with a pencil. But just take your time and erase if you need to. Whoop, see, that doesn't look right. I should be coming in, not going out. So this one is actually here. Now I'm a little more on track. So that happens, and just like when you're working with a pencil, you just erase. Whoop, need to erase. And after I build or trace my outline, then I start filling in my colors. And I'm not gonna trace the whole thing for you, but if I was going to switch now to my purple, I would try to find the purple, or you could use any color you want. You don't have to use the colors they recommend. I'm going to go with the purple because that seems kind of fun. So this, I know I could do a little bit of filling in. I maybe want to leave a little space for those eyes, because I know I'm going to put them here. And actually, I don't think I would do the purple yet. Now that I look at it, I definitely want to put in my eyes and then my mouth, and then go fill in with purple, because you don't want to have to go back and erase if you can avoid it. But I just wanted to let you see what filling in looks like. So if I was looking to place my eyes, maybe without filling in, I would be looking for sort of landmarks. So I can see we have these two. So my eyes are going to go here. This one, if you're filling in an area, you could do the drag. You just want to be really careful with that because you don't want to, but it lets you, I'll show you here. If I do that, you see if I drag, it fills in on a diagonal. So if you're doing filling in, it might be worth using that tool some, just carefully. Like I wouldn't use it up here, but down here I could. Most of the time we're just going to do one at a time and create our shape. Remember when you finish your work, always to give it a good title. Say ice cream pixel art. Do you have to always put pixel art? No, I just chose to. Leaving your preview so you can actually see it is always helpful too. So sometimes when we're working, whoop, I do that a lot by accident. Sometimes when we're working, you know, you might leave your work like that. So when you click finish, your preview looks like that. But if every time you finish your work, you rotate, by the way, if you want to rotate and you're having trouble, you want to be outside the workspace. That's where you want your mouse to be. If I rotate in the workspace, it draws. I need to make sure my mouse is outside the workspace. That's where we'll save you that trouble. So leave a nice preview so that you can actually see what you're doing.